All right, guys, in this bag, we've got a steering wheel cover to replace this old OEM one that's kind of, I don't know, it's starting to peel up in certain areas and it just doesn't look very good. Like, here you can see where it's supposed to look all shiny and stuff, but now it's all worn down. So we're gonna replace it, and I'll show you what I got. All right, so we got some instructions on how to sew it on. Put that to the side. And then we have the steering wheel cover itself. All right. So it's just gonna go on like that, you know. Here, I'll kind of mock it up real quick. All right, guys, so I just kind of mocked it up, and like obviously we'll do the stitching and stuff, but it's like this Alcantara leather or suede leather, I think is what they called it. And there's a 12 o'clock marker here, and I really like the red stitching. It matches the old steering wheel. You can see the red stitching, and it matches the seats. They also have red stitching and stuff. But I did get this part custom. I had to email them and ask them about if they did embroidering and stuff. So I was able to get this embroidered. So it's a Mazda Speed logo. And I think it looks pretty sick, and it matches the whole vibe of the steering wheel, and it matches the car with all the red and all that. I really like this. And I think after I get this put on, I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like after I put it on. It should be fairly simple. I mean, I think getting around these kind of corners right here is going to be a little tough. But we'll video the process, and I'll show you guys what's going on. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to put on my steering wheel cover on my Mazda Speed 3. And this one is by East Detailing Company. Yeah, it's right here. It's probably backwards for you, but it says East Detailing Steering Wheel. And so I got my instructions, my steering wheel cover, and a little baggie of thread, needle, more thread, a little thimble, and a trim piece remover, like those little, I don't know what you call those. This little plastic orange thing right here. And then double-sided sticky tape. And then I got my own scissors here so we can cut that double-sided sticky tape. All right. So I'll go ahead and, so the front, I'm gonna straighten up my steering wheel so it's a little bit easier to work on and kind of test fit and stuff. Oh geez, there we go. A little bit. There we go. All right. So now I've got that. This is the front side here because it's got the logo. I asked them to put on it there. So the first step tells me that I do not need to take my steering wheel off. It looks like they're cutting them into like 3-inch strips, just about, maybe like 2-inch strips. So I'm just gonna cut a bunch of these size, so about 2 to 3 inches, and then I'm gonna stick them on. It looks like, according to the instructions, looks like they go all the way around the steering wheel and on the little flaps on the side as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. All right, guys. So I just finished taping off one side of it. So that's the front side I've done. So you can see those are just stickers on the bottom from here down. But I've done tape, tape, tape. Now on this, I think what the instruction says, don't get too close to this edge. It's a little thinner, and that's what you're tucking into, like the little plastics on the side here. So I made sure to keep it a little clear on that. And there's more tape. And here's the bottom, it has the same thing where it's tapered up top. So I left it a little bit more room. Tape, tape, tape. And then this one I had to cut away a little bit. And then, yeah, so that's the front side. I'm gonna do the same thing on the back side, and then I think we're ready to test fit. And then we'll peel off the tape and stick it to the steering wheel. All right, guys, I just finished up taping the whole steering wheel. And I don't think you need to put it in the middle quite as much because it's just gonna tighten itself when I start threading it down. But they gave me pretty much twice the amount of tape that I went through. You can see here, I turned the steering wheel inside out, and you can see all the tape I put on it. And so this is double-sided sticky tape, and I thought it was gonna be like thicker, like lower quality stuff, but this stuff is really nice. Easy to cut, easy to put on, and it's really sticky too. Like it's staying on that leather really well. All right, so next step. So do not stick the double-sided tape to the edge, and do not stick double-sided tape to the edge. So I think we're good. So we're turning the steering wheel upside down. Install the steering wheel cover with double-sided adhesive tape to steering wheel. Adjust the position and then take off this sticky tape. All right, so I'm gonna turn my car on. Flip the wheel. Okay. Turn the car back off so I don't kill my battery. All right, and now I will put this on. So the front side is right here, like that. It was kind of a pain putting this on for the first time. I remember stretching it out and putting it on the other day when I first got it, just to see if it fit my steering wheel. But you need to like really stretch it. I just hit my horn. Scared me a little bit there. All right. So we're getting there. Takes a little bit of kind of messing with it in order to get it kind of seat on there nicely. And the sticky tape. Okay. So we'll move the front side down too. All right, now we're just gonna turn the steering wheel. Oh, there you go, that's nice. I just locked my steering wheel. Makes it a little bit easier because now it won't try to move on me. All right, so that looks about even there. I'll show you guys from my point of view. Right, so this is what it looks like. So this is the bottom of it in the front. So it looks about even. I just need to kind of like readjust it. And it looks like this is doing fine. I think I just need to like spin it this way. That looks good. That lines up. Make sure this part lines up as well. That looks like that's lining up. All right, and you spin this back like that. So I think we are ready. I'm gonna do some final touches on it, and then I think we're ready to peel the tape out. And like all this tape right here. That's probably why they don't tell you to put it on the outside, because the tape's probably hard to get to. But I think I really like the look of this. And then after we peel the tape, it looks like it's time to start threading this thing on here. All right, so now do some finishing touches here.
So that looks lined up, super lined up. Just spinning it for the most part to make sure that it lines up on the old threads. I feel like the hard part is working around these buttons here, just because I'm not sure if it's going to work quite as well as I hope it will. Because I am no professional by any means, and it's the first time I've ever tried doing anything like this. Alright, so it looks like everything lined up great.
So now, here comes the scary part. I'm going to start taking off the double-sided sticky tape side, and hopefully we commit to this today. Alright, so I think I'm going to start here at the bottom. Oh, it's like that yellow sticky tape, okay. I'm going to set that there. Let me read the instructions before I stick that down, make sure I'm doing it all right. We're tearing off each kind of quarter first, and then we're going to start sticking it down after that. And last one. If I can get the tape off of. There we go. All right. So now I'm going to stick this down here. All right, here we go. Stick that down there. And then the sides here. And then the top here. Top dead center. And then the other side here. Okay. Then we kind of just go off from there. All right, so there's the front side of it, and it works surprisingly well. And it will obviously adjust itself as we get tighter. I'm gonna do the back side, and then I will start recording when I start doing the tough part of threading it in. All right, guys, so I just finished taping it down. So now it's pretty much all stuck on now. And now all we have to do is start threading it on. And I'm not super excited about that because I do not know what I'm doing when it comes to threading or anything like that. So we gotta stuff these kind of edges inside the plastics before we start threading it down. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that. All right, guys, so I just finished stuffing it in these plastics and stuff. You can see right here. Yeah, and it's also on the back side. Don't forget to do the back side as well. So I've done all of that, and now it's time to start sewing. And it says to start from one of these bottom corners. So I think I'm gonna start here, work my way up, and then kind of just work it around. Time to find my thread. I hope it's not under this pile of stuff, because there's some thread. I don't know, I'll find it. Give me a sec. It was hiding over here behind my shift knob. All right, so I got my needle, I got my thread. Not sure what I'm doing. Good luck for me. Let's try this. Well, I'm trying. There we go. Okay, that took too long. All right, so now, you know, the knot was in there. Let's try that again. Okay. So now, here's the knot. I'm gonna try to tie another knot. All right, guys. So I flipped the steering wheel around, and I've got it started back there. I want to work my way around here, and hopefully it'll look all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse that. All right, guys, so I have almost finished threading this, and I would definitely, if I were you, double how much, well, maybe even triple how much you think thread you're gonna need, just in case, and make it easier on yourself when you're actually threading it through. But the threads do look pretty good. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing, and it still looks like that, so I'd call that a win. So yeah, when I get up here, I'm gonna have to tie it off and stuff, but so far it looks really good. Come on, focus. But yeah, I would totally recommend for a beginner, because even I can figure this out, and I don't even know what I'm doing, so. It's taken a while though. I mean, I think I'm 30 minutes in when it comes to threading, and I still have yet to do 50% of it. Well, I guess now, it's because I've only done 1/3 of it about, but here we go. Let's keep going. All right, guys, I just finished it up. So there's a few notes on this, is that the stitching takes a lot longer than you might think. Like, I just finished it, and it's been like a couple hours now. And then it's really hard to line up stuff like this. So, like, I don't know if you can tell, I tried to stretch it over the best I could, but I mean, it looks good on the front, it looks good on the back. It's just kind of like corkscrewed over off the side. And then the biggest issue I had coming in was these two flaps here. They couldn't tuck into anything. So I kind of just took some string And I don't know if you can see, I kind of like wrapped it around the end there and kind of pulled the slack underneath the bottom. But other than that, like the stitching looks really, really nice. It's hard to see on this but like, yeah, the stitching looks really good. And I'm really impressed and it feels great. I don't feel like the tape or anything in here. It feels like an actual steering wheel. And it's really nice. And I really like the Mazda Speed logo. So yeah, guys, if you want to go check out East Detailing, they got a bunch of these steering wheel covers and you can get them custom made. They do take a while to get made, but I do recommend them. They're really nice.